What is good, everyone? It's Exact here. Welcome back to the channel, and we are back on the road to #1 in the world on Geoguessr Duels. We're currently seated at 66th in the world, which is definitely an upgrade on what we have been in previous weeks, and that's because we've been using the tactics of guessing very quickly recently. So let's get straight into our first duel of the day here and see if more fast guessing can lead to more rating gains. And our first opponent is a fairly high-rated opponent, and it is some Trekker here, or something interesting. So let's see if we can get a good guess here. This looks very Bolivian, right? So I think I'll just go straight for it here. Although that could be a Peruvian light. So I actually want to get maybe down to a number plate here quickly. I mean, we should guess, but I mean, it's one of the two countries and our opponent goes here. So yeah, Trekker. I mean, the whole round just felt more Bolivian, so I'm going to trust that vibe. It could easily be Peru as well, I guess, but I'll go, it's not Cochabamba, but it could be something in there, I think, and it was just on the border there. Wow, did not know there was any Trekker in this town, but that's a fascinating round. Our opponent is barely closer there, yeah, just on the border. Makes sense that I got both vibes, I guess. Okay, next one here, we got Milo. That's often found in Ghana, which is also found in Australia, and it's fairly flat here. Not really sure where in the country this would be, but we're going to go quickly here. So I guess between Accra and Kumasi is fine here. We see some palms, so it shouldn't be too far north in my opinion, yeah, fairly standard round here. But yeah, it's interesting that Milo doesn't seem to be too common in many places in the world, but in Africa and Asia and Australia, it seems to be drunk, which is pretty interesting. Okay, it's kind of like a chocolate malt drink, in case you didn't know. Oh, by the way, I have more Rain Bolt videos coming soon. We did actually get to film quite a bit, but you have to wait because they will take a bit of editing. So yeah, in the meantime, we got the jewels, we got the other stuff going on, but yeah, stay tuned for that. Okay, this one felt Polish to me. Although I don't see any Poles or bollards, so I actually do want to go over here. And actually, we got good movement here, that's nice. This looks like a Polish number plate as well, so I think I'm happy to go for it. One interesting Polish meta that I discovered, or didn't hear anyone talk about it before, is that Polish outer lines are kind of thicker than the inner lines a lot of the time, especially in Generation 4. This is Generation 3, but especially Generation 4 coverage, you see that quite a lot. But it can be other countries too, so we might not necessarily right here. Czechia and Slovakia are two other countries where you see that, so it's not really that useful, and as you can see there, didn't really pay off. And actually, Czech and Polish number plates are fairly similar format as well, so I should have paid more attention there. Obviously, we haven't guessed so well so far, but this is like a, well, why do we have an front plate here? This is like so northeast. Oh, that's completely got me doubting myself here. I was about to go immediately, but now I want to actually check out something else here. Maybe this is more of a south vibe. I don't know. We have to check another car here. So that one, also no front. So I think we have to like transpose, I guess, down here to like Pennsylvania then, I guess. Pennsylvania, West Virginia, maybe even further south here. I mean, how many pines do we have? Not that many. I still think our guess is good. But, and it should be Appalachian, so I think our guess is fine. And it was actually Tennessee. Wow. Interesting. So we're getting destroyed here so far. And I'm wondering, yeah, I don't know. I am a little bit tired today, but we're gonna win. Don't worry. It's no copes, no excuses. This is just easy dubs from here on in. This is Croatia, so I guess we should just go for it here. It's really flat, so I'm wondering where that would put us. Maybe a bit further north than I clicked. I'm really not sure, because normally Croatia, quite a bit more mountainous than this. Yeah, it must be more north, because like where I clicked even has quite a few big hills, but I guess we'll find out soon enough, and it was quite a bit further north there. Our opponent goes in Albania though, so I guess that's at least something nice here. 1.6k, we'll take it, especially because a lot of our bad guesses came before any double damage or anything, so that was really lucky, honestly. Next one here is going to be somewhere in the US again, I guess, or Canada. That's actually is it a New Zealand plate? No, surely not. What plates are these actually? Texan plates or black and white, huh? Or are we just in Europe? Actually, we're just in Europe. Pare. What? Are we actually in Mexico here? I guess that would make sense. This has to be Mexico, but it feels nothing like Mexico, though. Is Generation 2 Chile? Is that what it is? I think so. Where's the sun? Sun is to the north. What the heck? This is the strangest thing I think I've ever seen. And we have to go Chile here, don't we? So, can we actually confirm anything? It's a lot of American cars, but Pare, right? We have to be. I mean, it's not Alto, it's Pare. So, yeah, I guess we just go like Santiago, probably. Let's see here. And it was indeed Chile, much further south, and that's going to be a knockout game. Wow, he goes in Spain. That is quite the crazy round. Generation 2 in Chile, I don't know if I've ever seen that in my entire Geoguessr career. I mean, I think I knew it existed, but sheesh. And hit him with the GG. That was a pretty wild game. We're against Fredic 2 here, who I feel like we played recently, but we were a bit lucky to take away a win there on that last game. I feel we got the eye here. That looks like a Turkish eye, does it not? Yeah, it does. And so if we're in Turkey, then I would say this is pretty far west. Just the vibe I got. I should actually learn my Turkish phone codes. But it was Istanbul there. Opponent goes Ankara. It's a good start for the duel. Just 600 points though. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure we had some phone codes on a building like that, most likely. Next one here was like northern Brazil maybe, or something like that here. Ooh, white car, interesting. Okay, this requires a bit more investigation. Ooh, what is this fast guess from our opponent? I didn't figure out what continent we're in yet. It has to be South America, right? But what country actually fits here? I mean, it's not Bolivia. It's not Peru, surely. I mean, what is this actually? Oh my goodness. Philippines. Yeah, I was making guesses that did not make sense, but our opponent successfully put the pressure on us there. Not Colombia. It did look like Colombia, to be fair, but... Okay, guys, I don't know. I'm a bit sus about my gameplay so far. I haven't played today at all yet, but okay, let's see what we got going on here. That's the main city over in the east, in the west here, so I'm just going to plonk it here. I mean, it seems like we're nearby if we have two signs saying it, but we could actually be a bit further away, and it's to our south, so maybe we're on like one of these like crossings here on the 23 or the 54. Actually on Nayarit there, but hey, another good bit of damage there. Over 1,000 points actually. Mexico's quite huge, and so as soon as you can get like a city name or something like that, it's pretty important. Next one here is Ghana, and this one could be Kumasi this time, I feel like. Do we see anything here? Karma Health? I bet it's got the like place name on it somewhere there, but I can't be bothered. We're going to go Kumasi here, and it could also be one of the smaller towns. To be fair, we're on like the main street here, but yeah, I think this is actually probably a smaller town somewhere. Regardless, I mean, it's not going to be a terrible guess. It's probably just somewhere like around this kind of region where you get a lot of those kind of like more jutting hills like this. And it was just near Accra there, and our opponent does not guess, which is obviously fortunate because we take the win then and there. Interesting guess from our guesses from our opponent. Actually played well to get us on the ropes there and guess the wrong continent, which could have been obviously almost lethal. But instead we get 2 points, which is nice, and well, we've been kind of lucky so far. I don't think I've played that well at all, but hey, we'll take any luck we can get. Here we are against Cron, who is a really good player. And Cron's someone I've played before, so let's say good luck to our opponent here, give him a wave, and start off in, what is Finland here, I would say. Now, Cron is a good player, so we don't necessarily gain a lot by guessing super quickly. Obviously, we did there, but most times not necessarily. Look at his border. Actually, plays more than I do, apparently, with that border, I think. So it's pretty impressive stuff. It's not even like, it's like a good few levels above mine. So yeah, Cron's definitely a grinder. It's going to be a difficult game to win. Here we are in Norway, and I would say Oslo is the best here. It does say Oslo. Okay, I'm going to guess it there then. And our opponent, Cron, probably will read this as well, and we shouldn't be too far from the capital, but he goes in Stavanger. Interesting. So a really nice start here. Maybe a bit of pressure. He didn't really read the sign as well as he could have, and obviously pays off for us nicely here. But that's also the advantage of not moving a little bit, because you do take more attention onto those smaller details. Anyway, next one here gives me a bit of an Eswatini vibe. Generation 3 plus, we see a bit of like golden grass in the distance. So let's see what this sign, see if there's anything on it. Doesn't really see us like Swazi Post. We're definitely in Lesotho. That's the old name of, I mean, in Eswatini, it's the old name for Eswatini. And I think this is in Mbabane, probably. And it was just in the southern town of Hluti there. Interesting. Don't know if I've ever had around there. Probably have, but don't remember it. We still maintain our flawless, but that was only 7 points damage. Basically made the same guess there. Okay, next one here. We're going to be somewhere in Russia. And Cron is a pretty good Russia player, better than I am, for sure. So I want to actually maybe go for, we could put the pressure on, but I wonder if we should go early here. Yeah, it's interesting. It's a very interesting round. Like, I don't really get like a strong vibe. It could be Urals. The steering wheel's on the left here, which would probably like indicate that it's not Asia, or not as likely to be Asia. I'll probably just go around like this kind of area here, maybe. But yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. I don't really know where this is. I don't think it's all the way out here, but maybe like Cheetah, maybe. Oh, it is. Okay, that's the Abakan Road. Very bad, obviously. It's like 4,000 points, 3,000 points of damage. Yeah, so losing some of our early advantage there, but that's just what happens when you face against one of the best Russia players. And I thought maybe we would be able to see, you know, some kind of, oh, that's a bit of a sus house, yeah. I thought we might be able to see some kind of a wrong side steering wheel, but we couldn't. So I, yeah, didn't really consider it as much. Anyway, obviously it's not that common out there, but, you know, you clutch at straws when it's Russia. Anyway, next one's double damage here. We are somewhere in Turkey, and I want to say this is... It's kind of middle Turkey, I think. Yeah. Ooh, what's this? Interesting. Trying to gauge the architecture here. It does kind of feel a bit further east now that I'm looking at it a bit more closely. But yeah, it is also not too far east. I think I would go maybe somewhere like around Erzurum here or something like that. Maybe this kind of area here. But we'll see. It's a sus round because it feels kind of like... It does feel kind of Asian. Some of the... Ooh, we 5k'd. Very nice indeed. He goes all the way east there. Like, I saw some more tiled roofs, maybe think more the middle of the country. And so... But it also had a bit of an east vibe with the mountains. So, yeah, that was a good guess. And it's right back in the balance here. This one should be somewhere in Croatia. And it's northern Croatia, surely. So, yeah, we can just go somewhere over here and call it a day. I think it's probably not too far from Zagreb somewhere. And we have a town name here. I wonder if it's big at all. Actually, a pretty good guess from Cron there. It's going to be over 1,000 points of damage, I reckon. Not quite, which is good because we need every bit of HP at the moment. Okay, here we have some North Mariana Islands or something like that here. Do we have the roof rack? We do, so just Guam here. Feels like it's like in the bigger town probably, and our opponent guesses already, so we can take our time to get in here and just go in the main town here, in my opinion. And it was indeed right there. We actually, did we get 5k? No, we got 4999, and yeah, it's 24 points of damage. Okay. More multis is good for us because we are behind here, and we have some Aussie, but Cron, I don't know where Cron's from actually, but it feels like interesting is that, what's that plate actually? This should be Brisbane, but I had to check for a second here. It should be Brisbane. I don't know what that green plate was doing there. I mean, maybe it's one of the old ones, but it should indeed be Brisbane. So, does Cron know Australia? I think he does. Yeah, I'm feeling good that this is indeed Brizzy. It's not an easy round apart from that, but, ooh, it was Gold Coast. Ooh, no way. And it's, again, decent damage for Cron here, 777 points. Ooh, I got cocky. It did... I still would have gone Brisbane, I think. Maybe, I don't know where Cron's from, actually, so maybe spend some time in Australia or something. Next one here is going to be somewhere in Nigeria now. What can we see here? It goes for the quick guess. What does this say? Ooh, Igbo. It's hard to say here. This vibe is interesting. I want to go down here, but I have no idea. Shit, it was just Lagos. Look, I thought Lagos initially, but then I kind of went out here just because I wanted to like make the risky hedge to go for the win there. But okay, we're against Kayla next. That's an unfortunate loss. Like, I mean, without the Russia, I think we probably wouldn't have done that. Nigeria, yes, and would have been okay, but you know, that's just the way it goes. Okay, wave to our opponent here, and let's go on this round, which, why is it glitching out? I don't know, but it feels like Ukraine to me, so let's see this sign and probably just make our guess. Okay, it looks like Polish. If it felt like Ukraine, then I will go near Ukraine. I'll just go in this city here, and we'll find out soon enough. But my vibe on Poland is rarely correct, as you guys know, and yeah, it was just near Częstochowa there, so yeah, that's obviously 500 points damage for Kayla. Good start for her. And we'll see what happens on the next round here, which is looking more promising. Bit of South Africa, something I'm more suited to here. And yeah, I mean, this should be just be somewhere nearby to Pretoria or something like that. For my money, maybe in Mpumalanga or something like that. We'll see though. Shouldn't be too far away. I guess it could be deep south actually. But I'm not really sure. And yeah, it was just near Pretoria indeed. Opponent goes in Argentina, so obviously nice damage. We'll take it. See what happens on the next round here. Should be the UK. We got a yellow rear plate here. Can we get any good little idea here? This feels southern to me. Trees feel southern, in all honesty. And I don't get too much more apart from that. So I would just guess like south of London here, like around here. And indeed, it was just a bit north of London here, near Corby and near Northampton, and it's going to be 500 points damage. Okay, we got Kayla on the ropes here. Can we do it in less than 5 rounds? That would be ideal. Looks like we might be able to. This is an interesting round here, USA somewhere. And we have plates, and what are they? Bluish plates here. Kansas? I mean, like, maybe like, what does this say? 300 Wellington. Interesting. I did not get the vibe here. I thought maybe like, It's not Canada, right? I have to just go like up here. I don't know. I feel like we have to like, is it Winnipeg? No, it's Toronto. Wow. I thought we saw some green on the plates. They were blue. I just forgot, bro. That's so poor. So poor. Oh my gosh. But it's okay. It's okay. We're still ahead. We're still fine. It's 1.5 times damage now in Malaysia, I would say. Or Thailand. It could be Thailand still. Let's go over here. And it is Malaysia. And if it is Malaysia and looking like this, then I would want to go fairly northern here. Just with the black car, can certainly fit for like Penang. I want to try Penang here, but it's somewhere like northwest. And okay, opponent goes in the same spot. Kelantan also has a fair bit of black car, I think. Good guess from our opponent there, especially nice guess for an 800 rated, 900 rated player. Next one here, driving right. Interesting guardrail. And we should be somewhere in, I thought it was Dominican Republic for a second. Now I think it's Puerto Rico, right? I'm looking for the antenna just to confirm 100%, which I do see now, finally. And so, yeah, we should just go Puerto Rico here in the middle. Should be fine, and our opponent gets it. So, really impressive stuff from Kayla so far here. No complaints at all with her gameplay. Very strong. And obviously made me pay on the Canada, where I was just scatterbrained as anything. But okay, next one here feels like northern Japan. Let's look at the pole marking here. It's horizontal. That's a Hokkaido pole marking. I'm gonna go straight for it here because I don't really think I'm gonna be able to region guess it that much better than clicking Sapporo here, unless there was like some Cyrillic around or something. And yeah, we go quickly and it works out. So in Hokkaido, they like all Japanese poles have these like plates on them, and the ones in Hokkaido are a bit longer. So we gain 2 points there. GG's to our opponent. You can see, guys, I've started saying GG back because I know I was a little bit rude sometimes when I was talking too much and not saying it back. But okay, it's been fine so far. I don't think I'm at my top of my game so far, but you know what? We should still be winning most games. It's just against a very good player who we lost. We're at Swerb now, so this could be the defining game of the episode, because if we win this, we're back into the positive, I reckon. Hello to our opponent, and we are in Denmark here. So yeah, this is fairly typical Denmark in all respects. Not really sure where I would go here, so I think just like a middle of Jutland, hedge here should be fine. But it could be close to Copenhagen as well, I think. Could be basically anywhere here. It's very generic one, I would say. But it is in Jutland instead, and we take a nice little lead off the first round there. And opponent just goes for the standard hedge, which is always advisable if you don't really know where you are. Okay, next one here feels like Mexico City to me with this pole, but I could be wrong still. No, it does feel like Mexico City. I'm just gonna go for it here. Okay, opponent also goes for Mexico City, and would you look at that? It was Mexico City indeed. So 2 points there. We're still without any damage taken here after the second round. And it's looking like it's going to be some Finland here with the solid outer lines here. This gives me a bit of a south vibe, but I'm just going to click like that because, you know, why not? It's a nice little hedge around where most of the population is. But yeah, you wouldn't really see these solid outer dashes or solid outer lines on Sweden, where you would see dashes instead. But Finland does have the solid lines, and it's a good idea to go quickly for that reason, especially against a long-rated opponent potentially, although this opponent is pretty high-rated. Okay, here we are in the Netherlands. This is very standard stuff. I just noticed we have a rift in the sky there. I don't really get to show it because the opponent goes for the same guess, but we did, I think, have like a bit of a rift in the sky, which is pretty rare for Netherlands. I don't recall seeing that there ever, to be honest. Okay, next one here is Colombia. Colombia is difficult to region guess, so let's see what we can work with here. Oh, this is a big city. Does it kind of feel like Medellin? I don't know. Oh, but we have these, okay, we have this. So I don't think that's a Bogota one. So I want to say it is Medellin. I've seen plenty of pictures of Medellin and like watched like vlogs there and stuff. I feel like this feels more like that. What does this say here? I'm just going to go for it here, guys. I don't really know. It's still 1.5 times damage. Nothing's going to be too bad. But hey, we just saw a Medellin poll, I think. Yeah, this one with the extended yellow part should be Medellin exclusive to that province, and we're in a big city here, so I think we are feeling good. Hopefully opponent goes Bogota, but opponent 5Ks instead. Impressive. Maybe one of the taxis said Bayo on it, so that would make sense, but impressive guess from our opponent, that's for sure. Or maybe just a plonk, never know. The next one here is double damage in India, and we should actually check here to see if we can see any language here. Wow, the movement is glitchy here. We got palms. This could be further south. Not sure what that flag was. Let's just get to the road here, get to the road ending. We need to get to the road ending here, guys. India's huge. We can really lose a lot on double damage. And, oh man, can we actually move? Okay, we can. This is good. This is good. Okay, we can make down the road here. So any kind of sign would be useful. Can we read this? Can we read this? No, we can't. Ooh, scheisse. This is not good. Okay, there we go. What is going on? Bro, we didn't see anything here. I have to hedge middle. I have to hedge middle between everything. It probably looks more Delhi. It is Ah, that should have just gone Deli, bro. But the palm trees are such a meta against Deli. That's 4,000 points of damage, bro. Ah, my gosh. How do we find... The movement is so bad. They gotta fix that, bro. Anyway, next one here is Queensland. Let's take make the most of our like superior knowledge potentially here and just go for it. Emerald, it's not a bad guess. I think it is maybe further south. It's probably further south, but I just had to go for it, guys. I was tilted. It still could be good, and it was decent, and that will almost be knockout damage, honestly. So obviously huge stuff there. 3.5 to knock it back in our favor. Should have gone a bit further south, and we could have finished the game right there and then, but that's okay. Orange lines here, and we're in Mexico. 900s are more like south, I think. So I think I would be comfortable going more like this, but trucks travel, of course. I'm going to take my chance here and go a bit further south. Obviously, like maybe more of a middle hedge would have been in order here just to be more safe. And it is just Chiapas there, so we actually got the state, but our opponent is closer. But it's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy. Good guess from our opponent. Swerb is interesting. Some better guesses, some worse guesses from this opponent. This is looking like what is this? Is it Denmark? I want to get a better idea here. It looks like Denmark to me. Houses do fit. It is Denmark here. So could this be an island or something? I don't know. Ooh, this is interesting. Ground, yeah. I don't know what I would say here. I think hedging is probably the best idea here. I'm just gonna go Aarhus and hope it's not Bornholm, because a lot of the small houses remind me of like holiday homes, which you might see on like an island. So I'm a bit worried, and it was just Copenhagen there. It's not knockout damage, but it damn near is. That's really close. Ooh. Okay. Now we need hard rounds here. This is not good. This is not good. This is American Samoa. We can oh no, it's actually US Virgin Islands. It should be north. I think the white card's basically always north, right? So maybe we do have an advantage here. We just hedge so we survive. And, ooh, he gets close again here, guys. It's not knockout damage, surely, but it's close. 148. Eesh. Give us a hard round. Give us a hard round. Nothing easy. Nothing easy. Oh, what's this? India again. No, 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 no. I think you just go Delhi here again. Oh, that's Delhi. Yeah, that's Delhi language. Okay, let's see if our opponent gets it this time. And they do. This is very concerning, guys. We want hard, not easy. Although, to be fair, the multis are going up, so even an easy round now at 5 times damage can be hard. Let's see if we can plunk it well, guys. It's Argy? No, it's actually Brazil. It should be like northern Brazil here as well. It's like a Maranhão style pole. Yeah, this is definitely northern Brazil. I would say like, yeah, something like around here. Like just hedge for north. Hedge for north. Yeah, Ceará's good. Can be Maranhão, can be Rio Grande do Norte, Paraíba. Will opponent get the vibe? Maybe. Ooh, that's enough to knock me out, guys. That's so tragic. Wow. Wow, bro. Wow. Okay, good guess from our opponent though, to be fair. We just got wrecked, bro. I don't know how to feel with an episode like that, guys. It's 2 bad guesses and we lose like so much progress. It's just so demoralizing. But to be fair, we did lose to people who were our rating, which obviously makes it feel more fair. That is it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a like anyway, and we'll bounce back next episode. Don't worry. So guys, till next time, thank you for watching and goodbye.